everyone, Mango7Girl here. How we doing today? Welcome to a legendary banner prediction video. There's a lot of shenanigans, a lot of stress going around with Arena right now in Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm a little upset, I'm a little miffed about it, I'm a little frustrated, I'm a little concerned. I have just so many feelings. I don't want to do a video on it yet because I think I'm in too stressful of a mind state to do so, like, rationally. So we'll take a look at that later. For now, we're just gonna do a fun little legendary banner prediction video. Hopefully we can do as well as we did last time. I think we got like 8 of the 12 last month, which is my best yet, and hopefully we can beat it. I don't think we will, but maybe, just maybe we will. I even nailed the legendary hero last month, which I think should count for extras. So first, let's take a look at the current legendaries we have, where they sit, what we're getting next. We do know we're going to get a Water Blessed Blue unit, which can fit in either attack +2 or res +4. Logically, looking at this, we've got 3 attacks already, so we have to imagine this one is going to be +4 res. So that's going to be a blue unit. We're not sure what weapon type or anything like that that fits the +4 res theme. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm sure you guys have too, and I'm sure you've read about it, discussed about it. But I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do here because of the arena changes. I feel like they're going to want to put something out that does score incredibly high just because of the shenanigans they're pulling with arena right now. It would just make most sense from a monetary perspective. Like, if they put a low scoring unit here, I feel like it's not going to do very well, but maybe that's why it needs to be somebody special and exciting. So the ones in my head that I'm thinking of right off the bat are somebody like Micaiah, who's just super popular, has one of the most popular voice actors in the world, even, or actresses I should say. Another one, it could be like a dancer, like an Azura or a Ninian. Seems really unlikely to be Ninian with Hector there and everything like that, but you never know. You just never know at this point. Azura would just be wonderful because everybody loves Azura. Maybe she wouldn't be wonderful, maybe you guys would be upset, but I would be happy to get a legendary dancer. As for weapons, I don't think it'll be a lance. We already have 2 blue lance legendaries, so I'm leaning towards either a tome or a dragonstone at this point. We only have 1 other tome, so I feel like we need a couple more tomes in there, and we only have 1 other dragon, and I feel like we need more of those. There's also the possibility of a blue bow, and I've seen people mention Alm or something like that, and I just don't think bows went as well as they thought they would, even giving it to somebody as popular as Lynn, so I don't think that's another option either. So yeah, that's about all I think for this little section here. So like a res +4 blue Micaiah or something like that, or possibly a dancer to fit things well enough as it is. There's also Corrin. There's so many units it could be. We're just pulling them out of a hat right now. So let's get back into my actual predictions here, guys. So first off, let's start with what we know. We know we're getting Ryoma back. I got him really luckily, plus speed I think too, but not my favorite unit. He's been great and all, just not too exciting to use. His Bushido was just kind of boring, but he is fantastic. He doesn't score as well as I would like either, which is kind of important lately, but we do know he's coming. Next up, the first actual prediction is Chrom here, and Chrom is one, he's a very popular male character, which is great. He's a standout. He's Smash Brothers, he's everything, right? And right now he also handles all the dragons that are kind of roaming the arena. So I think this is something all players alike kind of enjoy getting, like something a new player that runs into dragons is gonna really be happy about. Somebody like me who will help in Arena Assault if I didn't already have him. All sorts of options he is fantastic for, so I do feel like he's going to be there. I do think Camila is coming too. Camila should be a gimme at this point. I feel like she's just gotta be in there. So I do think that'll definitely be the case. I did like her a lot. Like, her Katamatsu is a great weapon. It looks fantastic as well. But again, nothing too special. So this is what I think the red is going to look like. Overall, something you're probably not going to want to spend your orbs on, but if you like any specific character, they're there for you to get. Next up, we have blue. And blue is kind of the unpredictable one. We have Katria here. I really like Katria. Her design and everything is just so great. She's just super cute. Her ears are just the perfect amount of cute. Really, 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 really awesome. And I do think she'll be there. I'm not sure if we should be doing 3 or 4 seasonals at this point. I think I put 3 seasonals in this prediction, so I guess we'll see if they continue on that 4 seasonal path, or break it into the 3s like it was now, or maybe even go down to 2 and really shock us, which is also a possibility since they're catching up on seasonals so fast. So beside her, I think we're going to be getting a Leucine here. A lot of people think the Legendary is also going to be Leucine, and obviously if it is, I don't think this is going to happen. I do think we will be getting a Legendary Leucine sometime. I'm just not sure when, or if this is the time for it. I feel like she almost needs to have a sword. Like if we get a Leucine, it'll be a Legendary sword, but there's so many of them already. It's just so hard to decide. So I do think she'll be there. As for the blue Legendary, we already talked about that, but I'm leaning towards somebody like Azura or Ninian. Somebody we don't really expect but makes a lot of sense and is super, super, super popular. Micaiah does fit as well. We do need another tome, so one of those 3 are my front runners for sure. Every single time so far, I've been leaning towards a FAOC, and I don't think that's going to happen this time, so I'm sure I'm going to be wrong and they're going to throw us a FAOC, but I guess we'll see. Next up, we have green, and we have our Bolin here, and that's one of the other reasons I don't think it's going to be a blue bow, is because we already have a green bow on this banner, and I know that doesn't really mean anything, but it's just something they would probably want to separate, but who knows if they thought about that or anything similar to that. So we do know she's coming as well. That's 2 Mango gets for sure, hopefully 3 for sure. And we have our 3rd seasonal here in Lalena. Not sure what to say about her, but the reason she is here is because she's side by side with another one of the most wanted seasonals, I think, in Lissa. Maybe it's just me who wants her so much, but she also scores really high. She does really well. She's got the fodder. So I do think she will be there, and I think it's a given at this point that she's got to be in this banner. So that would be our 4th seasonal here. I did put 4 instead of 3, I'm just realizing now. And the reason why Lalena is beside her instead of somebody else is because I think Lissa is so sought after that you can put somebody a little weaker beside her. Alternatively, if they're going to do 3 seasonals, this would be a fantastic place to put somebody like Male Grima as well, just a super flood green and make it another super, super popular color, and waste all their orbs before CYL comes in. It's definitely a possibility, and I wouldn't put them past them to do something like that. So finally, on to colors here, we get the bane of my existence, the person who takes up the whole darn sheet here, and that is Robin. We know she's coming. She's a great unit. She's just overall solid. And next up, I think Honoka. It's time for her to come back. Not come back, to come for the first time. She's such a great unit. She's good against all the armors, and she's exactly what counters what everybody's seeing right now. So I think anytime a unit excels like that, it's a good time to put them on the Legendary, especially when it's with somebody else who isn't too sought after. So I do think it is definitely time to be there for her, especially with the lack of colorless units we have lately. And this one I really wasn't sure about, but I just felt like it was right. I don't know who else to put on this position. Maybe they're finally going to put Mist on there, but Bolin just kind of felt right. It's been a long time since we've seen her on a Legendary banner, and she is one of those ones they can keep coming back to as just a staple colorless because she's so good, she's so sought after, and people who already picked her for free can get merges up as well. So I do think it's a good chance to put her in. Alternatively, you could do Faye maybe, or Mist, or somebody else, but it just doesn't make as much sense, and I don't know who else they would do to try to make them summon colorless at this point, because Mist isn't going to do anything, that's for sure. Granted, Faye might, because people do want Fire Sweep Bow, but it is really just like RNG at this point, whether or not they go with this instead of Faye. So there you go. These are my predictions. I do think I'm solid on at least 6 or 7 out of these. I do think are right, and the rest are like 33% chances or something. So maybe we can get higher than 8 like we got last month. So Let me know in the comments below how wrong you think I am, and we can see this together. Hopefully in about 2 days we should see the video for this. So thank you so much. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and have a wonderful day. Bye everybody!